Hey. Oh, did that work? I think that worked. Yeah, that worked. There we go. Hey, everybody. Welcome to another round of Canje Plays. So today we are going to be playing some Kinfire. Let me kind of... Why am I streaming on a Saturday? What's happening? This is not my usual schedule stream times. I have a lot of campaign games that I need to play. And I think that if I leave them to do like this, every Tuesday or so or um, Thursdays are kind of Pac-Man on my stream days, so where we do Aeon's End, and then we'll be moving into other co-op games that I'm not going to get to them. So I'm like, okay, well, I need to do something. So I think I'm starting a new segment where I'll be streaming, probably, yeah. Oh, hey, Eileen, how's it going? Yeah, probably try to stream more on like a Saturday morning or afternoon to play these campaign games, get through these campaign games, and then we'll do it. A lunchtime stream, but this, thank God, I will not need to go back to work. Yeah, Leah, I know. I have the lunchtime stream on Tuesdays too, where I need to get back to work. So, but Kinfire has been on the list for a while. I started playing it and then I stopped. And now I need to get back into it. And for people who are curious, Paul Grogran over at Gaming Rules, I believe he played this yesterday as well as Delve, so you can see all the Kinfire-ness that you can love. Check his stuff out; it's really great content. But for me today, I'm going to try to go through this campaign, and we're going to do it over a series of Saturdays and knock it out and play through all of Kinfire. That's the goal, and then move on to the next campaign game, play it all out, get it done, and then move on and move on and move on, so I can get these campaign games out and not have them just sitting on my shelf, because more games keep delivering due to this the state of the world and people trying to get their stuff to you before before prices go up in shipping. That I have a lot of games on my floor, and I don't. When the games start going on my floor, that's when I'm like, okay, I got to start culling games. I still need to get caught up with Paul's video. Yeah, it was a good one. All right, but for this case, we're gonna be playing Kinfire today. The 1.0, I don't have the cool 2.0 stuff that Paul has. I've got back to Kickstarter, and that's what I got here. So we'll see the differences, and you'll get to see the differences if you purchase the game after you see this or after you watch Paul's video. You will get what he has. This stuff is purely 1.0. I mean, nothing's wrong with it, it's just 1.0. Alright, let's before we begin, just want to say thank you to my patrons, subscribers, and if you're neither coming in to hang out, thank you and welcome as well. Let's go ahead, get down to the table, and see how we play this thing. Oop, I need to go to table. That's what I need to press. Table. So this will be powered by the Foreteller app. Foreteller is an amazing company. They did not pay me at all. I just sing the praises of Foreteller because Thomas and the rest of the crew are just amazing and they do a great job. So huge shout out to them. Nope, I did not get... All this is with my own money. So for people like, oh, he's always talking about Foreteller, because I like them. Okay, so... what am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? What am I doing? We are getting into this. I will be playing with Nas, and I do have the upgraded, so you can see the playmats are here. I have all the stuff that's Kinfire. So I have Nas of the Windstrikers that I'll be playing, and Roland Wordforger. So a warrior and a caster, basically. I think last time when I played, I had Valora, which was the archer, and I had the bard. And they were fun, but I don't think they were my cup of play. So I'm starting over from fresh. I reset the entire game, and we'll be playing, doing this. I'm trying to see if there's anything else I'm missing. I think I'm good, because it says, you and your companions are members of the Seekers Guild, a society dedicated to protecting people from one of this world's greatest dangers. On certain nights, the very stars fade and go out as a magical darkness spreads across the land, the Starless Night. Wherever it touches, things are changed, scarred, or destroyed, and thousands have vanished in the night, possibly lost forever. Strange creatures and objects are often left behind in the wake of the darkness, some dangerous or even deadly. As Seekers, you wield Kinfire lanterns that burn with a magical flame able to drive back the darkness of the Starless Nights. Lanterns are lit from the beacon of the great lighthouse in the mighty city-state of Dinlux. It is the only great city to have maintained its Kinfire lighthouse over the millennia as the Starless Nights faded into distant legend. And now it is believed to be the only great city to have survived the return of the Starless Nights. At the moment, you and your friends are escorting a caravan transporting supplies from Dinlux to the nearby village of Vena, which falls within the protective radius of the Great Lighthouse. So we choose our seekers. So I choose Naz, who has her innate ability is whenever Naz moves during her turn, she may choose to move another seeker instead of her moving as a tactician. And then Roland, who has True Friend. Roland's boost cards do not have to match the color of the action or attack they're being played on. So I could boost any of Naz's cards just because Roland's just freaking awesome. So those are my two. You build the board, you build the health track. They talk about cards. There's two types of cards. There's attack cards and boost cards. You'll see the difference. They come together as a pair. So if there's a, for instance, for her attack card of Shattering Blow has a boost card somewhere in here called, it's probably going to be at the front, watch, Shattering Blow. So attack card, boost card. So this is an action, and this is a helper action. So that's what that builds out to. And I'll reshuffle that deck in a little bit. It talks about the Destiny Bag and the chits that go in it. This is the initiative order. If you're playing 4 Seekers, then 3 each per Seeker. If you're playing 3 Seekers, 4 per Seeker. And if you're playing 2 Seekers, which I am, 6 per Seeker. And then you put in the 3 heart chips, the 2 night ones, and then 1 to 12 within the initiative bag. And that's how you play. We have our Seeker stuff. We put the bag. We set stuff up over here that you'll see when we play. And then it says, all right, you're ready to play. Boom. Open this up and begin. So it gives you a story as you build it up, and we will have Foreteller tell us this wonderful story. So let me hush myself, and we'll do some Foretellerin'.
Darkness fell. Every last star in the sky was blackened out. It was madness. The land itself was twisted and transformed overnight, with unknown thousands whisked away. To where? No one knew. The Starless Nights had returned.
In this chaos, there stood a single beacon, the elven city of Dinlux. Its Kinfire lighthouse bathed the area in a protective glow. Only those within reach of the lighthouse survived the first Starless Night, including the great army laying siege to Dinlux that very hour. Sigurd the Sickly, the warlord from Dwar Fell, who commanded this army, agreed to lay down their weapons and, in exchange, Hierophant Selin opened the gates of Dinlux as a place of refuge.
But peace was not so easy. The mercenary leader of the Orcs, Vath of the Tusk Rippers, sensed an opportunity and organized his soldiers to take control of Dinlux in a swift but not unbloody coup. Once an unsteady peace settled in, with Vath sitting at the head of the city council, a new organization was established, the Seekers Guild.
You and your companions are Seekers, a team of well-trained individuals working together on behalf of the people of Dinlux. Your magically crafted Kinfire lanterns allow you to navigate the darkness of the Starless Nights somewhat safely. Still fresh to the guild, you and your fellow Seekers are out on assignment, escorting a caravan of workers and priests to Vena, a nearby farming village. Hierophant Selin will arrive in a few days to complete a new lighthouse, built to protect the people and farms who have become essential to feeding the now overcrowded city.
Night is beginning to fall, the normal kind, thankfully, when a dark shadow passes overhead. A shriek breaks the silence, followed by the rustling of leathery wings. A creature, long and scaled, circles and lands before you. A wyvern. You reach for your weapons.
Cool. Okay, so this says there's audio for this, but I'm not going to audio per card just for introduction because that's the coolest. As you lift your weapons to do battle with the wyvern, yep, a shivery feeling rushes through you. An almost alien feeling of deja vu and correctness, as if you've been waiting all your life for this moment. You gain 2 fate tokens, punch them out on the cardboard in Quest 1, and place them next to the map on spaces indicated for them. Next, go to card 1-2 and refer to the combat rulebook for Quest 1 to learn how to set up and play combat. Card 1-2 tells you how to set up the Wyvern. So let's take a look at this. Table, this. That guy. So basically we have our battle setup. We get to choose where we want to start, which is there. The Wyvern will start over here. And then we set these up here. So basically, for its card, and I'll show you that in a second, it'll have 30 health. And then for its card, it's going to have 1 to 5 here. Hey Mike, how's it going? 6 to 9 and the night token there, and then 10 to 12 on the third. That means that when I pull that, its first ability will activate. If I pull any of these, it's second, and if I pull any of these, it's third. So it's super intuitive. If a seeker is defeated, you lose the quest, go to 1-3. If the Wyvern is reduced to 0 health, go to 1-4 instead. So that's kind of its setup. This is the Wyvern. So it'll have 30 health. This is its kind of aggro token, so it focuses on the person with the most health. And this is its first thing. It says, after attacking, the Wyvern refocuses, which means it finds its new target. But it's going to try to do 8 damage to somebody, which sucks. Then this one, the Wyvern's massive tail snaps around like a whip, doing 4 damage. And then if it rolls this, it'll say, discard all status from the Wyvern, then the Wyvern moves directly to its target space. Awesome sauce. So those are its 3 attacks that come in. It is going to start here, and it's set to place 1 through 5 here. So Paul's got the cool upgrades, ones that have the double-sided one of these, where there's 3, where when the card comes out, you flip it over and it's a different color to say that it's been kind of done. Since this is 1.0, I don't have that. So it'll just be, this will be what it is when it pulls. So then I do 6, 7, 8, 9, and the night token. This way. And then 10, 11, 12 are these ones. So those are kind of what it will do on its turn. And it's going to have 30 health, so I'll just give it 30. Hold this back over here. And we fight it. So we get to start if we're going to start here. So cause this actually has a standing that stands up, but if I do that, you won't be able to see them that well. So I'm just going to lay it flat. We'll have you start up here and you start here. How about that? And it says, we'll determine what happens whether we win or lose. Combat. The combat basically was talking through kind of that setup and build up. Do the enemy help? Do the enemy standee? Our starting hand is going to be 7 cards. Plus, we're going to gain the shields based on what's on here. So if you notice here, Naz's starting shields is 2. Roland's is 1 that they're going to get in their starting hand. So let me give these a good shuffle. 2. I'm doing the quick and dirty because Paul did a wonderful job kind of explaining the depth of the rules. So, and plus this game's super intuitive. You'll be able to pick it up very, very, very fast. Okay, so we do this. Shuffle it up, and I get my starting 7. I at least have to have one action card, or else I have to trash it and mulligan and start over. So 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I get 7 cards. So we have boost, 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 action, an instant, a boost, and an action. So I got 2 action cards. So the boost cards, if someone's trying to play, like for instance, this card is bluish black to me, but I noticed the square because, you know, I have a form of color blindness, so they've done this to help out. So if you notice the squares that are here, will tell me this is a square card. If someone plays a square card, I can boost theirs with this on my turn. So that's what boosting does. For actions, you'll notice that this is an action card, and once again, this is another square called Test Your Metal. So this is an instant card. It says all enemies suffer damage per status on them. I can play this. I can play this action as a free action, and then perform another action after this one. I've got a charm. So this is a ward. It stays in ward actions stay in play for this, which is a leech charm. While this card is in play, each time an enemy discards a status, they suffer damage. And this is another free action that I can play. And then finally I have an action card, Well-Timed Blow. So this is going to do 1 damage. It says +2 for each status on your target. So I'm all about putting status stuff on creatures so that I could do some pretty good damage on them. Looks like I'm the damage over time person. Okay, that's interesting. I've never played Roland before, but that's interesting. Roland seems like he would go well with the thief, because I think the thief can like stun and trap and stuff, and it seems like he'd play very well with the thief, which means Nas would probably play well with core. Shuffle these up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. And I have action, action, boost, action. Okay, we got some stuff. We got some stuff. I've got her Fist of the Wind. Ooh, and it puts a status effect on it. So after attacking, you may move your target 1 space. So do 2 damage and add a trap condition to the creature, which will be great for Roland to do stuff. I have Shattering Blow, do 4 damage. You cannot move before or after this attack. After attacking, place 1 hurt on up to 3 of your target's available abilities. Oh, another status. I think they're going to pair well. We've got Probe, which adds a status of Stun to the target. After attacking, draw up to 4 chits from the bag. You may discard 1 numbered enemy chit among them, if any, to the spent chits area, returning the others to the bag. And then I've got a ward. Tidal Force. While in play, when Nas moves, she can move an enemy in her space along with her. That enemy then gains weak. And this is a free action. Oh, this is pretty cool. And then she's got a bunch of boost cards. Alright. And so we draw that. We draw a starting hand. Draw the number of armor. She has 2, so she'll gain 2 armor cards. And you have 1, so you'll gain 1 armor card. So she's the tank. Gotcha. Then enemy focus. Each enemy now determines which seeker they hate the most. Your hate is the person with the most health. That's your target. And then we get started. It tries to walk you through a turn, but I'm like... So, this symbol is a melee attack. This symbol here is a ranged or melee blast attack. Hits all foes in the targeted area. Friends are not affected. So, for instance, if you make a symbol that for attack, then all enemies in the same space as you will take that damage. So this is for 1 target. This is for all targets, and none of the Wyvern stuff is ranged. So you will have to come get me. Okay, cool. Let's do the thing. I'll have this over here as reference as we play. And we start by pulling initiative tokens from the initiative bag. Let's see who goes first. Shuffle them up. Everyone loves the sound of this. What do we got? Ba-boom! Nas goes first. So we put that in the spent chit area. And Nas can either move. She can either move or she can play a card. And she can play a card. But her movement's only one space. And she can move before her or after her action where she could do one card. Well, let's get this tidal force down. We're going to put that down first as it's a free action. Perform another action after that as an instant. So while in play, we put down tidal force. Then this is a ranged one that adds some fun. Fist of the Wind. So this can be a ranged or a melee one, and it adds trapped. And what trap says is while any trap cards are in your hand, you cannot move. Oh, this is for the enemy. Flip, flip. When this ability triggers, discard this card. The enemy cannot move this turn. Ooh, do I want to throw a trap on you now? Do I have any other ranged ones? No, that's my only ranged. I can move one here and then stop you from moving, and you can't attack this turn. I think I'm going to do that. I'm going to move one space. Yeah, I love that they're not cardboard either. And then I'm going to do Fist of the Wind. And this could be either a ranged or this. And it says a range may only hit a foe exactly one space away, which the Wyvern is, to do 2 damage and add a trap condition. After attacking, you may move your target one space. I don't want to move you one space, but we're going to boost that because this is a red or diamond card, because I'm seeing this color, the color at the top is blue to me, but I see the diamond. So it's a red or diamond card, which means I could do either one of these. I could do Meteor Shower, I could do Hammer of Tongs. Now, let's boost the attack. We're going to boost the attack. So basically, we're going to play that. You're going to boost it at a range, so that's 3 damage. So I hit you for 3, taking you down to 27. And I inflict you with a trap. So when I get to put this on an ability. This 8 sucks. I don't like it. So there you go. Alright. So then we discard these. Put it in my discard pile. And it says, after attacking, you may move your target one space. Ooh. I'll move you here. I'll move you right there in the center of the world. Okay. Then it is next person's turn. So that was my attack and move. What's happening? This is a 9. On a 9, that's fun. So what happens on a 9? It's going to move and then do whatever. Yeah, it's going to move and then do its nastiness. Gross. So it's going to move and then attack, and it's going for you. So it's going to move into your space. Oh, it can't move. It can't move. No, it can move. Damn it. It says when this ability triggers. Yep, so it's on that ability. So it can move. And it's going to hit me for 4. I'm going to, let's see. When you suffer damage, you suffer 1 less for each in your hand, then discard 1. So when you discard, so I'm going to block 2. And that's all I can do. I'm going to block 2 damage. Taking 2. Going from 20 to 18. Yeah, rolling special ability does really help. Okay, then that is the Wyvern's turn. That was not helpful. And then it isn't refocusing. Person with the highest health is still you. What do we got? Damn it, it's doing it again. While in play, when Nas moves, she can move an enemy with her. That enemy gains another condition. Okay. Block for another Seeker. Block one for another Seeker. I think I could do that. No, I don't think I can. I need to play a card to be able to block. So I'm actually taking 4. I mean, a 14. Yuck. And then this. Yeah. You have the highest health. That's what I was curious about. This is a boost card, though. I'm assuming you have to play a boost card, but let me check. I'm assuming you have to play a card to boost it. For each of your companions may play one of those block boosts to reduce the damage the Wyvern is about to inflict on you. Oh, no, you're right. You're right, I could. So I'll make it 3. So I'll be at 15. So it's 15 and 15, it still stays. I can't play this, but I could play another card with block on it. You are correct. And I don't... Oh, I have a block card too. But it says block for another Seeker. So no. You only get rid of 1 armor. You suffer 1 less for each in your hand, then discard 1. Yep. So then this one would be for this one. So I should be at 16. I got it. Nas also has a card to let you redraw a chit from the bag. That's pro, but I haven't played that action yet. Yeah. Yep, I got rid of both armors. I got you, Eileen, I got you. I got rid of both. I blocked and then I got rid of 1. I shouldn't have got rid of both. So I would have had 1 for this next one. So that would have been 1 less, and then you boosted that to block the other one, which is 2, so I only took 2 damage that one. Yep, I got you. Return a chit to the bag and draw again. I could do that one. This one, you mean? The Duel of Honor. We'll see what happens. We'll see what happens. It's Naz's turn. Okay, so when Naz moves, which we're about to, I'm going to pull you with me. And I give you a weak condition. And I'm putting it on this nonsense. Then she will do her Shatter. Yeah, I can play any card to boost this. Oh, I can't move before or after this attack. I'll have to do Probe to stun you. After attacking, draw 4 chits from the bag. So we'll do that. And it's 1 damage and a stun. And I'll do Well-Timed Blow with that to add 2 more to that, so that's 3 damage. Taking you to 24. And it adds a stun here. Then I should be able to do... His turn needs to come up. His turn needs to come up. Then... Come on, Roland. You're in here. Come on. Nas again. Good lord. Alright, well, I'm not moving this turn, so we're going to do Shattering Blow. And I will be redrawing my hand because that's my last action card. You can help with whatever you want. But all your boost cards are gone, save for this. But I'm going to save that for later. And you still have action cards, so you can still play. But she's out of boost cards. It has a thing where it triggers. Discard all status from the Wyvern. And I want to stun it so the enemy can... Oh, this is attack. It doesn't have an attack. So I'm going to put this here on that one. Good point. Good point. So it's just going to be a 4, knocking you to a 20. Yep, good point. I couldn't put it there, so I'm going to put it on that one. Knocking you to a 20. And then, oh, and I forgot to do this. I forgot to draw 4 chips from the bag. 1, 2, 3, 4. I can get rid of 1 and put the rest back. Okay. This one, after attacking, place a hurt on up to 3 of the target's active abilities. Moo, ha, ha. There we go. Miles has done the best she's got. Okay, what do we got? 10. Discard this card. This enemy suffers 2 damage. Then discard all statuses from the Wyvern, then the Wyvern moves directly to its targeted space. So, all these are gone. I wish it was his turn. He would have been great. Because he would have had a big attack, but I wasn't pulling his actions. And you're in my space. So, oh, and what happens here when my card... Sorry. Let's go to Seeker's turn. Running out of cards. When drawing a card, if the Seeker has no more cards to draw... Nope, that's discard pile. In the unlikely event that both your Seekers and your discard pile are empty, you cannot draw any further cards. Seeker special ability. Refilling your hand. If you ever find yourself without any action cards in your hand, immediately discard your hand. And returning any status or armor cards to the supply. After you draw a new hand, draw armor equal to the number shown on your Seeker sheet. I think this is where I flip my lantern to. If you play your last action card and the boost displayed on it, refill your hand before resolving the card boost. If your last action card grants you any other, refill your hand. So I get to refill my hand. Additionally, each time you draw a new hand, you charge your lantern. Yep, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So I get a new hand, and I charge my lantern. Which my lantern says, do 5 damage after attacking, shatter one of your target's spent enemy chips numbered 1 to 12, removing it from play for the rest of battle. And that's a one-time action. I could have used this to draw a new chip on the 10 to keep what was there, to be honest with you. I didn't think of that. This is what happens when you have to think too much. And I think I will do this. Return a chip to the bag and draw again. When this 10 came out, I think I would have played that to redraw this so I can keep these things on here. So it would have been a hurt. This would not have triggered, so I'll give you back your 20. Because I don't want to lose all that wonderful status. You would have had a trapped, a weak, and the stunned, I think, was on here. Okay. Now, let's redraw this. New turn. Rolling. Yes! Roland. Yes! Okay. Roland is going to do his... while this card's in play, each time an enemy discards a status, they suffer damage. Let's go ahead and put that down as a free action. We have... we'll play this one as a free action, which is... all enemies suffer 1 damage per status on them, so that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Taking you to 14, because that's how awesome he is. And that's a free action. Take another action after that, which will be Well-Timed Blow. It's 1 damage plus 2 damage for each status on the target, and you damn skippy I'm boosting that. I need a square. I need a square boost. I don't have one. I don't have one. Damn it. Oh, and I'm supposed to get 2 armor for you. So it's going to be plus 2 for each status. 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 13. Took this thing down to 1 health. Wow. Plus 2 for each status. Oh, and this is melee. I would have to be here. I have to use my action move. Plus 2 for each status on them. So that was 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, plus 1, 13. I played by returning one of my secret chits to the bag. Oh, it said return a chit. Yeah, I returned the 10. Oh, so it still would have happened? I might have screwed that up. Sorry. We'll play it better on the next fight. I'm still going to keep going. We'll play it better on the next fight. You are out. Discard. Draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Flip it over. You get 1 armor. And you charge your lantern. Okay. Then... Oh, I played it right. Okay, cool. Then... Boom! Rolling. Yeah, we won. So, after attacking, distribute 3 statuses of your choice among your targets as you see fit. We're just going to burn our lantern to kill this guy. He's dead. And we won. So it's a good, nice little combo fight. This dude is stupid powerful. Holy crap. Are you kidding me? That guy's amazing. Roland's awesome. Alright, so after the fight, when we kill it, go to 1-4, which we will. When they are defeated, unless it's immediately. If you defeat an enemy, remove their standing from the map. Yep. What about card breakdown? Okay, we just tear it all down again. Alright, so when we defeat it, we go to 1-4. The Wyvern folds its wings over itself, finally defeated. You turn to the people, expecting relief and gratitude. Instead, you're met with wide eyes and screams. You turn back in time to see the creature throw open its wings. The battle's not nearly... Oh, damn it. The battle is not nearly over. The Wyvern enters its second stage. Oh, no. Place overlays 1A and 1B. Were there overlays in here? Well, damn it. That must be here. Yeah, overlays 1A and 1B and C on the sheet. Oh no. Obi-Nobi! Okay. When an enemy enters a new stage, remove all status. Oh no. I was like, that was fun. Oh, it's not over yet. Okay. Put this up here. We're going to overlay... Okay, so it says... Place overlays 1A on its sheet. Okay, so this... Oh, this takes over this. This is its new health. 15. And... Where does this go? With the... Flat. Oh, it goes over here because it says with its rings shredded, it's unable to fly. Yep, so this goes over here. When an enemy enters a new stage, remove all its status from its sheet and reset its health to full, which is now 15. If your seeker is defeated, let's see, any leftover damage from the previous stage is ignored, and any ability tokens now on passive abilities are divided amongst the enemy's active abilities. If a seeker is defeated, You lose the quest, go to 1-3. If we beat it again, go to 1-5. And I'm believing it's gonna like come back for more blood. Okay, plow, we're still going. Alright. Hey Elaine. Armor Gerd, we're gonna die. It's not good. It's not a good feeling. Well, I didn't finish out my turn, but I guess that doesn't matter. What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? Ooh, when you draw a heart, any seeker can go. Nas is going. Nas is so going. You're coming with me. So we're going to move down here, and you're going to gain a weak. We're going to put the weak on that 8, because that sucks. And then we're going to action. Is the new card a passive effect? The new card a passive. Oh, you're right. You're right. That goes here. You're right. It didn't really say that in the book. Like when I was looking at resurging and defeating. Or maybe I missed it. It probably says it and I missed it. This book's pretty well written, so it probably said it and I missed it. Yeah, it's supposed to go down here. You're right, you're right, you're right. Abilities. It's a passive effect that goes here, and this goes here. Abilities temp need to be split here and then here. So it's 10, 12, and 11 go there. Okay. Then I'm doing this. After attacking, shatter one of the the target's spent enemy chits number 1 to 9 removed from play. So we're going to hit you with a 5 red. You can boost any way you want. Nothing really great to boost with. I can give you an extra movement, but that thing's going to crawl right into your space and bite your face off. So I don't think I need to. Alright, so I'm going to just do my 5 straight up and shatter. I'm going to shatter a 12. That's gone forever. Shattered. And you'll take 5 damage. All attacks deal 1 less damage to the Wyvern. So you'll take 4 damage. So you'll go to 11 instead of 10. Okay. Chomp chomp. Alright. 1. Nah, it's okay. I'm gonna save that for like... Well, 1 sucks. Let's go ahead and throw this. Return a chit to the bag and draw again. So we're gonna say no. We're gonna say no, no, no. 6. It's not too bad. Alright, so 6 is coming. I'm gonna block, so it's 4. 2, return 1, and I'm gonna take 2 damage. Going to 14. You are now the target of its affection. And then we keep it going. 8. You're going to move. And you're going to attack him. He blocks. Block for another seeker. So I'll do that. And he blocks, so that's 2, so he's just going to take 2. Go to 13. Reacquire target. Then... Roland. When you discard that status, you're going to take a damage. And we get to put a hurt status on you with a 3. After attacking, you may move your target 1 space. Yes, yes, please. I'm going to move, And then I am going to give another to your target for every red card you discard. Nope, we're going to do 3 Meteor Strike. You can boost that with a Rush. Because red and red. And it says after attacking, you may move your target 1 space, and this does throw a hurt on it. Let's throw that. What have you drawn? 7, 8, 9, and 6. 7, 8, 9, and 6. So there's more of these in there. So I'll put the hurt up there. And you're going to be hit with 4 minus 1, so just 3. 1, 2, 3, going to 8 health. Stupidly strong creature. When you discard a status effect, you're going to take a damage. But that's that. And then I get to move you. Bye! Alright. What do we have? Actually, I'm going to move you here. Because I have 3 more NOS chips. Boom! That's not what I wanted. No! Alright, so that's bad. That's super bad. The target would not move to Roland because it was... Oh, the target would move to Roland. You're right. It would have to... no, it wouldn't move to Roland. What did I just draw? I drew Roland's card. The target wouldn't move to Roland. The target would move to Nas because Nas has the highest health. The target would now move to Nas and then attack Nas, but it will do this. It'll take 2 damage. Plus discarding 1 more. And that's not an attack, that's a wound. And then its attack will deal 1 less, and it discarded another, so that wound will go down by 1. Because you don't... Does target not move because you played a card with the black blotch behind the number. The black blotch behind the number. Black blotch, black blotch. Damage that draws an enemy's focus to you. You're right. So it would have been here, and the focus would have gone there. Yep, it would have moved to him. You're right. And it's 7 minus 1. So 6 damage. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That sucks. We got Fate if we need to use it. So we're not dead yet. But that is not good. Nope. The black blotch is right. Always assume Paul's right and I'm wrong. Always. It's a good bet that Paul is right and I am completely wrong. And I'm not even mad about it. I think it's just true. Okay. Roland needs to go. So Roland... We need to stun you. Roland's going for hammer and tongs with the melee with the stun. Do I have a blue booster? I only have a red. I have a green. I have a diamond. I could... This isn't a boost card, it's an action card. All I have is action cards left. My only boost card is a red. Yeah, so you can't boost. So I'm going to hit him. Before attacking, you may move into the same space as your target. I'm already there. So I'm going to hit you for 3. You still have my iron, but it's going to be 3 minus 1. So 2. And we're going to stun that 8 slapper. That thing sucks. And then I'm going to move here. Roland. Okay. Roland's got a ranger. And I'm going to boost that to help you draw another card. So give another seeker the ability to draw or discard a card. We're going to draw a card, but that's 2. I still draw its ire, and I'm going to drop another hurt right there, because that'll be the win. So that's 2 damage. It'll just be 1. And if it pulls any of those, we won. And I'll draw a card. I have 1 action left and nothing to boost. Yep, so I'm okay. And we'll discard those. And then, yeah, I think we're okay. Nas. Nas. Oh, yeah, Nas is going to move, and then Nas is going to rush. Before attacking, you may move into the space of your target and attack for 2, which is 1. We won. Oh my gosh. Okay. Okay. No, this is good checks. Let me know if I'm screwing up. So we won. We go to 1-5. At last! My god. The Wyvern is slain. Some of the merchants from the caravan casually asked to purchase the Wyvern's carcass. Apparently they have a variety of uses. You look at each other and then agree, provided you can keep some of the wing leather. You take the money they give you, but don't offer to help as they load the stinking carcass on the wagon. Gain 6 money. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6 money. You continue on the road to Vena, wary and unsure what else may lie between you and your destination. This quest is over. Next time you play, proceed to quest 2. That next time is now. What's this thing? Oh, we get that if we lost, probably. Yeah, if we lost. No. It didn't tell us to do that next time we lost. We didn't even get a beginner's luck card. That's... What's this? When do we get this? Maybe if we started easy? Yeah, I don't know. It'll tell us in the story. So we finished. Hey, just putting the game away from last night. Hey, Paul. I was just telling them, oh, that was part of the tutorial. Gotcha. I was just telling them, Paul, that, if they see any mistakes or they see something that I did, incorrect, always default. Paul is always right. Gaming rules over me being right. Alright, so we won the fight, which means we could discard all our stuff. And we do that. We won. All these are going to go back in the bag when it says the fight's over. We got a bit muddled last night with when to reshuffle your deck when you're not in battle. I did, yeah, it said we won. It said we won. So, we got our stuff back. Dragon's dead. And this stuff goes back into this, because it says the quest is over. We won. It wasn't impossible. I don't think it was impossible. I think you have to have the right team for it. But, I mean, I can see where it can be tough. He hits pretty hard, but if you've got no a character with no shields, like Valora would get wrecked by this 8 attack. But, yeah, we won. And I don't know. I don't know what to tell him. I don't know what to tell him. We'll have to hang on to that. Okay, we're going to quest 2. Yeah, I don't know what to tell him. I won. Maybe he was wrong. I don't know. Do I heal back up to full? That's the only thing I don't know when the quest ends. Once the battle's over, the Seekers return to their starting health, discard their hand, returning all the stuff. Yeah, so we go back to full health. Tell him he is wrong. I'm not telling Tom Vasily he's wrong. And this one, I believe, is 15. Yeah. Okay. And we're going to quest 2. So let's pull up the Fotella for quest 2. 5. End the quest. And then we're going to quest 2. Okay. Let's get some audio going here. And... yeah, I didn't get any exhaustion cards.
The fight with the Wyvern took a lot out of you, but your journey is not nearly over. You and the caravan can only afford a short time to rest before you have to push onward. The only thing lying between you and Vena now is the river.
Upon approaching the bridge, however, you find that something or someone has destroyed it. A man from the caravan peers over the edge, making a show of studying the collapsed bridge. He shakes his head.
Yep, won't be possible to get the caravan across without at least making a makeshift bridge. You Seekers are gonna have to go secure some ropes to the other side.
You raise an eyebrow.
Us? Seekers?
He doesn't miss a beat.
Aye, whatever destroyed this bridge might still be lurking on the other side. You can't expect any of us to face whatever did that.
He inclines his head towards the rubble.
That's a job for you big, strong Seekers.
Sighing, you start looking for a place to climb down to the riverbank.
Terrific.
Soon, huh? Soon. Okay, so this... And this says, talk about adventuring. We need to... There's going to be decision-making to go in this. We need to choose a party leader, so you may wish to choose a leader of your group. I think it's going to be me, but... I mean, what do you think? Do you think it should be me? Oh, you're kind of a jerk, but sure. It's going to be me. So I can break any ties that I have with myself, even though I'm sort of a jerk. Some decisions are a true test of character questions of philosophy, ethics, or deep reflections. So in these instances, if you and your companions choose the path that your seeker agrees with, you gain a Kinfire token, a valuable resource representing your seeker's personal growth. What good are these tokens? You'll find out later on when the time is right. For now, all you need to know is that conundrums look like this. Okay. Well, it looks like Nas and Roland kind of agree from time to time, so that's a good pairing. There's memories that we can find. Sometimes when your companions do something particular memorable or important while adventuring, you'll receive a memory card to remind you of that event. Some memories may have game effects written on them. Okay, we've got skill checks. If I have to do a skill check, I'll read that. Let's go to the card. Can Max be the leader? Derek for president. Oh boy. Oh, oh boy. After tying off the ropes to the side of the bridge, you survey the rubble-strewn river ahead of you and prepare to cross. Every seeker must reach the middle of the river in order to move on. To do so, choose one of the two methods below, best suited for your seeker, then flip over the top card of your deck. If it matches the color of the shown next to your chosen method, you reach the middle. If not, gain an exhaustion and try again. Alright, I'm about to gain a lot of exhaustion. Okay, so we'll shuffle this up. Choose a method, and it says every seeker has to do this. Swim across the river, red, or jump across... Ooh, should put that back. Or, is that the only shield one? Yeah. Swim across the river, red, or jump across the river, green. Okay. Each seeker must flip 2 cards. Every seeker who doesn't flip any blue suffers a damage. Wait. Often, in order to test your skills, you will be instructed to flip 1 or more cards looking for cards of a certain color. It says the top card of your deck. Okay, I need to flip over the top card of this deck. But I need to choose a method. From what they're saying, I need to make a decision. So it says every seeker must reach the middle of the river in order to move on. To do so, choose one of the two methods below best suited for your seeker. Nas has a lot more red than blue and green, so I'm going to do the swim across the river. It's 100 feet deep. Good lord. So it says if it matches the color of... It doesn't. If it matches the color of the card shown next to your chosen method, you reach the middle. If not, you gain an exhaustion and try again. So, okay, so we're gonna chew this up. Hey, look, another blue. Is this what's happening? There's the red. Okay, we made it. Your turn. When you discard your hand, suffer... Yeah, I will. I just kind of sleeved it because I didn't know what was going to be on there. But I'll sleeve it so it's well hidden when I shuffle. Until I get rid of it. I will. Ah! I didn't know! I didn't know! Oh my god. Alright, so it either needs to be green or red. His green is 2 and his red is 3, so I'm gonna do red again. Hey, first try. Nailed it. Nailed it. Alright, discard those. Alright, so it says... So white cards would have won 2. Your deck is shuffled at the start of each quest and again at the start of battle. Other than that, you only shuffle it during an adventure if your deck runs out. Okay, so I do not shuffle it back. And fun. Where does this go? When you gain it, where does it go? In my hand? In my deck? When you do tiring or something draining, you receive an exhaustion card, which is written like this. When you receive an exhaustion card, place it in your discard pile. And I know I need to sleeve it. So, bada boom. Bada bing. So these will go in my discard. There you go. Solving the problem. Problem solved. Cool. Okay. Once all seekers reach the middle, read 2/2. This, Paul, is why I am super jealous of the book that you have. I prefer the book than this. Like, for people who have 1.0, this is what you'll deal with. For people who get the latest reprint, like what Paul has, you'll get a wonderfully bound book that makes sense. And I reached out to Incredible Dream and I asked them, I was like, will the books be available for sale after? And they said, no, you have to get a whole new game. And I'm like, poo. You've made it halfway. I get it, but it's just poo. You've made it halfway across the river and pause to catch your breath on a sturdy piece of debris. You notice a bit of flotsam caught between one of the bridge pillars and a nearby rock. It could be something useful. Choose one seeker to attempt to grab the flotsam. That seeker flips over 2 cards, which will be you, and I need blue. Red. Blue. Hell yeah. Choose one. That seeker flips over the top 2 cards of the deck. If either is blue, the seeker frees the item. Woohoo! And we go to 2/3. Our dwarf sank. Boom. Oh no. The flotsam turns out to be a black powder bomb. The fuse is blackened, but the bomb is undetonated. It's clear that several of these bombs were used to destroy the bridge, but this one must have fallen into the water, extinguishing its fuse and preventing it from going off. Who made it? Difficult to say, but the fuse has dried enough now that it might still be usable. You decide to hold on to it. It could come in handy if you encounter any more trouble along the way. Take memory 2A. That one. The seeker who grabbed the flotsam gains the black powder bomb card. That one. This the player may add it to their unused cards or discard pile. I don't think it matters since it'll be reshuffled, but it is a red card. So we are throwing this bad boy in the discard. My guy failed to free the item. Oh no. Alright, and we got memory 2A. You discover an explosive device while investigating the sabotage bridge on the way to Vena. Bombs can be useful things, especially against the sort of enemies that seekers often find themselves up against. Procuring more of these would be in your best interest. It's a one-use card? Okay. But the authorities in Dinlux don't look kindly on the peddling of explosives. No reputable merchant would be caught selling them, but perhaps there are others who might be discreet suppliers. So that's a memory. Then we go to 2-4. Crap. Crossing this half of the river won't be easy. The current here is strong, and the pieces of debris are farther apart. Each seeker... Ah, boy. Okay. So when you're flipping, each seeker must reach the far side of the river in order to move on. To do so, choose one of the two methods below, then flip over cards from your deck until you reveal 2 cards of the indicated color. Then flip over cards from your deck until you reveal 2. Each card of another color you reveal you must choose to either take a damage or gain an exhaustion. So I'm just flipping until I find it. 1, 2. Ha! Ha ha! I swim across that river. Alright, so, and then your green sucks, and you've already pulled 2 red, so you've got to go green. You have to go green. I have 2, 4, 6 red cards. I've pulled 2 of the 6, and I have 2, 4 greens. And a lot of blue. My dwarven feet! I'm going to be taking some exhaustion cards. Because both of those suck. So, I've got 2, 4, 6, and I've already drawn 2, which means I have 4 more reds somewhere in this deck. And I have 4 greens in this deck, so it's a 50-50 chance. It is a 50-50 chance to see what happens with my tiny feet. We're going... You're about to get a lot of exhaustion and damage. So we are going to go for... We're going to go for green. So there's 1. There's 2. Because they said white. When I read that in the rules for tests, it says that clears are any color. Note that white cards are wild. When flipped, they can be whatever color you need them to be. So I gain 1 exhaustion for you. So you gain 1 exhaustion card. And then these go on your discard. Okay, we cross this stupid river. Once all seekers reach the far side, go to 2-5. You manage to climb up the river bank and tie off the ropes. On the other side, some of the caravan appear to be reclining on the bank. Enjoying your struggle, jerks. Our dwarf had 4 exhaustion by this point in the practice game. Did better in the public playthrough. You build a quick fire and collapse on the ground while the workers begin constructing a temporary bridge. As soon as you relax, a shiver runs through your body. Something is watching you. So it looks like Roland's conundrum says, whatever it isn't immediately hostile. Let's recover while we can so that we're ready to fight. And Nas says, nah, screw that. Roust yourselves. We may be exhausted, but only a fool relaxes with possible enemies at their back. That's my laugh of nervousness. One of y'all are getting a Kinfire token. That's all I know. Do we need to rest or do we need to roust? Let's roust. Nas knows what she knows what she's talking about. So we're going to 2-7. I don't even want to know what 2-6 is. I'm not even gonna look. 2-7. You pull yourselves from the lure of the fire and search the area. Stepping through some nearby brush, you come upon a pair of stags. At first you're relieved, but then something's not quite right. Oh, crap. I made a bad decision. I made a bad decision. These are unlike any deer you've ever seen, with empty white eyes, oozing pustules, oh god, growing from their antlers and along the twitching muscles of their backs. Their bodies tense. They're ready to attack. Gain 2 fate tokens. Well, we already have that, which means we should have one more. Where did I put that? We should have one more fate. Okay, 3. Where for my third one? I thought I had 3 when I popped this. Maybe I didn't, and I'm imagining things. Huh. Yeah, because all I got's money, so that's all I got. I thought I had a third. I thought I would have a third one, but I should. I'm gonna say I have a third one. Then discard the enemy chit's numbers. Oh, go in here. Okay, then discard the enemy chit's numbers. Let me put mine back in here. Put those back. And these 2. Okay. Then discard the enemy chit's numbers 2, 4, 8, and 10 from the bag into the spent chits area. These will return to the bag when it resets. Okay, throw the rest back in here. Next, open the atlas to map 2A. Okay. And go to 2-9. Alright, so we've got the stags here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Darkness, everybody. Darkness. 9, 10, and 11, 12. Okay, they got 2 health thingies. 2 health thingies. Let's look at One Horn. So One Horn has 18 health. His focus is going to be person with the most health. Why am I missing things? I'm missing things. Ah, here's my other one. I was like, I know I had more than one. So I would get 2, but I fill up. I can think I could only have a max of 3. Okay, so Let's see. Great stag, 18. It does status effects. That sucks. Discard all status from each great stag, then each stag gains health. Oh, boy. Alright, and you're going to have 18 health. Okay. Cool. 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 Do I? Do I? Oh, I do. You're right. I do. I do. 16. And this is 16. I do. I had them backwards. And you... These things, I don't know. I don't know people who've had this game. These things are super loose to me. I wish there's a way to tighten them. I've tried so many different things and it just doesn't work. Like, it doesn't really kick for me. I don't know if anybody else has had that issue. You're going to have 18. But they come, they're very loose. Go. There we go. There we go. Alright. If a Seeker is defeated, yeah, if the Seeker is defeated, go to 10. If both stags are reduced to 0, they're probably going to power up to God level and kick me in my face. Okay, where are they starting? You are starting... So, you start here, and you start here. And... You suck. So, I'll put you... So, if range is used in this space, I gain a shield. Same with here. I'm all about that melee, no trouble. And... You will put here, and hopefully you have a ranged... You have a lot of ranged stuff, I think, since you're a spellcaster. Okay. We reshuffle, so we're about to fight. They hide in the shrubbery. So we're going to reshuffle this now that the adventure is over and we're in a fight. This is no longer a thing. We need to get their targets. Which is this. And that. Your target is person with the most health. And your target is person with the most health. Gotcha. Alright. Let's see how let's see how them shields are gonna help a powder bomb. Oh yeah, I'm hucking this thing. Let's see. All their stuff. Only the Patchy is the range. Oh, Patchy's the range. We kill the range first. Always. Always, always kill the range. Okay. And then we'll deal with the tank. Alright, Paul. Let me know what time you're coming over. Oh man, that would be awesome. I would love that. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Did not get my bomb. You gotta shuffle this up. Okay. Shuffle these up. And just trying to get to the stinking city. That's where I'll stop. Okay, shuffle these up. Alright. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Okay, we've got some... yeah, I got enough actions. Action, action, action. We're good. Okay. Alright. As the song says, let's dance, dance, dance. Six. Before drawing a chit from the bag, the seeker may drop a fate into the void to draw 4 chits instead. Choose one to resolve and return the rest of the bag. Okay. So, 6. We can say no, return chit to bag and draw again. What's 6? Oh my gosh, that's 3 hurt on somebody. On her. Oh, and I'm supposed to get my shields. No, I'm going to hang on to it. I'm saving it for the Devastator 6 and the 5s. So we'll take it. 6. 6 says, choose the space with the most seekers within one space of Patchy. Patchy focuses on a seeker in that space before attacking. You're already focused on who you're gonna with the most health. It is a melee attack. So you're going to move... Oh, that sucks. I should have put them together. So you're going to move here because... and then you're going to attack for 1. Block. I blocked that one. Question is, if I think I still hit the 3 hurts. Right? I think I still do. If I block all attacks, do I block the hurt? That's my question. Does anyone know the answer to that? If I block the damage, do I block the status conditions? Status effects are negative effects that stick around on the target for a while. Statuses can be temporary. When an attack with a status effect is used against an enemy, take a status card. No, you still get the status. Alright, so it says these go to my hand. They're temporary, they're in my hand. Or they actually or they might go in my discard. Do they go to my discard or my hand? When an attack with a status effect is used against the enemy, take a status card of the indicated type and turn it on the enemy side. Choose one of the enemy's abilities and cover it. It should say it on the status card. The status card says, while any of these are in your hand. So it doesn't say like it goes to your discard and then you get it back. For example, an enemy with a hurt status on it takes 2, but what about affecting seekers? If an attack with a status effect is used against you, take the status card of the indicated type, turn it to its seeker side, and add it to your hand. Typically, one of each status in your hand triggers at the start of your turn. So it goes to my hand. Okay, got it. So only Exhausted's different. That's a fun hand for you. Okay. That's a fun hand for you. We're going to use a fate, because that sucked. We're going to draw 4 chits. So this will go to the void. One, 2, okay. 3, even better. 4. Honestly, I need it to be her turn. But when her turn starts, right? While any is in your hand, at the start of your turn, she'll take 3 damage. Ignoring shields. If I don't gain 1, I discard 1 at the end of the turn. When you discard, return it to the pile. So... do you have a way to heal her? Oh my god. No. No, it's no fireball. Yeah, it's got to be her turn. So I'm going to put these back. And put this here. And let it be her turn. To which she'll take... at the start of her turn... She's going to take 3. 1, 2, 3. And discard 1. Oh, I can put it up for you to see. Here you go. There you go. That's while I think. Yeah, you can look that over while I think. Let's see. Okay, I could throw a weaken on you, move you closer, and then start laying down Task Force Hammer. Yeah, that seems appropriate. Okay. Yeah, discard boost would be great. Alright, but here's what we're going to do on her turn. First, she's going to she's going to use her her Tidal Force ward action. While in play, when Nas moves, she can move an enemy in her space along with her. The enemy gains weaken, and it's a free action to do. So I'll play that as my free action. I'm going to... I just saw it. I just saw the thing I was going to do. Where was it? Nope. Was it probe? I think it was probe. Yeah, it was probe. Probe. I'm going to probe you. So I'm going to probe. After attacking, draw 4 chips from the bag. You may discard 1 numbered enemy chip among them, if any, to the spent area, returning them to the bag. So that's 1. I can add anything I want to it, which is going to be test your metal. To give another seeker the ability to discard a card. And I'm going to do 1 damage. I am going to stun. Let's see, your 2 is there, your 4 is there, your 6 is there. 5 damage sucks. You're not running from me. Let's do that. So that's 1 damage to stun. Then I draw 4 chips from the bag and discard a numbered 1. 1, 2. It's not numbered. There we go. 3, 4. Boop. Alright. Cool. That was helpful. Okay. And then I can move. And you will gain a weaken as well, you jerk. We'll put that here. Okay. What else you got? I know what you got. You got nothing. I might... Roland. Unfortunately, Roland, the thing I want you to cast is going to hurt everybody. Oh, actually, this works. Well-timed blow works. So we're going to do well-timed blow. I got to move first. We're going to do well-timed blow. And can you boost that? You certainly... You rootin' tootin' can. Well, that's blocking for a seeker. Okay, so it's just going to be 1 damage, but it says +2 for each status on you. So that's 5 damage total. 2, 4, 1, 5. Taking you to 10 health. Cool. And we draw 1. You are stunned. Discard this card. The enemy cannot attack this turn. Suck it. Suck it. There you go. So he's no longer doing that. He has 1 chance of doing this. This is done. This has 2. This has 3 chances. 1 chance. 2 chances. It had a black blob. Oh, yeah, thank you, thank you. It had a black blob, so you do that. Thank you. Remind me of the black blob stuff. That's going to take me a minute to get used to. Yeah, just put black blob, black blob. Boom. Uh-oh. No, 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 no. That is awful. No, 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 no. Boom. Roland. I want to kill that thing before that thing activates. Damn it, Roland! A hurt might not be bad. And you can boost it. Because Fireball, it would be great, but Fireball wounds everyone. As a Fireball should. So I'm going to Fire Bolt. I'm going to move here, and then I'm going to Fire Bolt that one. So that is 3. And give another to your target. Give another for every red card you discard. That makes no sense. You draw back. Do I just discard cards? Like, how does that work? So, I give you a hurt. This is the only thing you can draw for that. Everything else won't. And you're going to take 3. 1, 2, 3, going to 7. Yeah, I need somebody to explain this one to me. This one's throwing me a little bit. It says, give another hurt to your target for every red card you discard. That I don't understand. So maybe someone can explain that to me, because I'm kind of confused. It's red blobbed. You do that. You do that. So, it could be more damage, maybe. Like I would discard to redraw, but I won't know until someone tells me. Do you have red cards in your hand? I do. I have 2 red cards in my hand. I have a boost red card and a fireball red card. So I do have those 2 in my hand. So if I discard... For every red card you discard, I could discard these 2 to give him 2 more. Which, once it's his turn, he's pretty much dead. And I am out of cards, so I have to discard and draw 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Flip my lantern. And Coolio. Coolio in the game. Okay. Pull a 3. Alright. Your turn. You're going to take 1 damage. And discard that. 16. Then you are going to... Yeah, this feels good. This feels good to do ineffable. You're going to boost it with that for 4 damage. And I'll get this back. Black Blob. Which is 3. And this thing should now be dead on its turn. Now we can start focusing on that guy. And I'm going to move... over here, because I want that. Well, it's gonna die, right? Yeah, I'm gonna move over here, take it with me because I don't want it to. Well, it's gonna die. I can leave it there, but I'll move over there, and that's where I'll be. And bada boom, 9. Oh, and I was supposed to redraw 1. Okay, this is gonna shave. So 9. Put that here. And it says, before attacking, one horn refocuses on the nearest seeker, but can't move. This attack ignores shield. Damn! So that was a bad idea to move into that space. Knocked me to 10 health. So the person with the most health is now you. That was not good. So it's not going to do that again. Your turn. Okay, you got one action. We're gonna. Oh, you got two actions. If no one other than your target's in your space, yes. Duel of Honor. And that's a. I don't. Oh, I can use any. I can use anything to help. I'm gonna boost you with that because of my special ability. So this says deal 1 damage, then it says plus 3 damage if no one other than your target is in your space. And then I'm boosting it by 2. So it is 6 damage. How about that? You take 6 back, you big jerk. 1, 2, going down to 12. You hit me for 6, you get hit for 6. I have 1 action left, so I'm good. And I'm going to move you here. Actually, Black Blob, Black Blob, Black Blob. This is going to come here. And then I'm going to move you over here and drop that weaken on that guy. Okay, what do we have here? A heart. Yeah, this will work. Your turn. We're gonna do a lot. So we're gonna do a lot. We're going to do fire cleansing. So after attacking, distribute 3 statuses of your choice among your targets as you see fit. So let's do Purity, because you're not in a space where you gain a shield anymore. And we're going to do 3 damage. We got Black Blob. 1, 2, 3. And I believe that's an AoE 3. Yep, all enemies in space. You're just dead. Goodbye. So, I kill you. And then we're going to start dropping statuses. So we're going to stun you so you don't attack us. We're going to wound you because you suck. And then we're going to wound you again because you suck some more. I could throw a stun on here. Well, stun's for an attack. Right? It says the attack doesn't work. The enemy cannot attack this turn. Yep, so I can't put it on this, which I really want to. And then we flip that over. Then Sheboygan. Roland. Roland's on a roll. Alright, so this is ranged. We're just dumping wounds on this creature. So that's ranged. We're going to back you up. Nope, that's for shielding. We're going to put down our leech for free. While in play, each time the enemy discards a status, they'll take a damage. And then we're going to range strike you. We've already got your attention. You're going to take 3. 1, 2, 3. And then that's going to put the nail in your coffin if you draw a 7. If you draw a 12, I'm going to be angry. So, and after attacking, you may move your target 1 space. 9s and 10s are there. This thing has 3 options of happening, and this has 1 option of happening. So I'm going to shove you over here. And that's going to be it. Remember to move the tokens down. I don't... Are they done? Are they... I feel like they're going to Mighty Morphin into Death Rangers and kill me. So I don't know if they're done. That's why I didn't want to move it. But I'll move them for now. Good lord. Am I going to massacre this thing? I think I am. I think that's what's going to happen. I'm going to move here. Nah, you don't need to move. So yeah, so I'll move here and just hit it for 2. 1, 2. And then I could get out of there. I will get out of there. And you have none. Yeah, that's a boost card. So discard, discard. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and 2 armor. Okay. 7 or a darkness. 7 or a darkness. 7 or a... Come on, game! Alright, so... What do we got here with this exhaust card? When you discard your hand, suffer damage for each exhaust card you discard. Okay, so it's a... We won! Move over. Shattering blow. Oh, I can't move before this attack. Son of a biscuit! Okay, well, we'll do... We'll do a rush. Because I can rush... Before attacking, I can move into rush and attack him for 2. And then I will step it back out as my movement. I wanted to... Oh, and flip my lantern. Oh, I should have done my lantern! I'm an idiot! Flip my lantern and I kill him. Boop, boop, boop. Dead. There you go. I forgot to flip my lantern. Thank you. So we won. So they're about to turn into God mode. So let's have them turn into God mode. I shouldn't have moved them out of here because they're gonna turn into. If the stags are defeated, go to 212. 211. Sorry, 211. You pile the bodies of the stags to burn. Black blood oozes from their wounds along with a sharp scent. You look out at the dark trees of the nearby woods. What could have caused these deer to go into such a frenzy? When the caravan catches up, the leader nods to you. He grimaces and looks away from the burning carcass, passing you a handful of coins as a hazard pay. Gain 6 coins. I completely forgot to flip my lantern, which is how I killed them. And 2. This is why, Eileen, you are amazing. Thank you. Eileen's making sure I play it right. Alright, so I gain 6 coins, and then I go to 12. When you arrive in Vena, the caravan leader shakes your hands in thanks. Oh, over there's the inn. You can find the mare Dara there, and if you need us, we'll be camped by the lighthouse site. Inside the inn, you find an orcish woman leaning against a counter with a dwarf who appears agitated. The orcs turn and smile. The orc turns and smiles. You'll be the seeker sent to escort the supply caravan. I'm Dara. Did everyone make it into town okay? You nod and she turns to the dwarf. There you go, Hoyt. Say your piece and make it quick. This lot looks like they could use a rest. He hesitates. If you please meet me at the Burnt Alchemist lab later, I could use some help. Go to 213. Once the dwarf takes his leave, you tell Dara about the sabotage bridge. Well, that's certainly not the first bit of trouble we've had, she says. I'll send some carpenters out to get a proper repair done before the Hierophant arrives. In the meantime, your room and board here at the inn is free. It's the least I can do. Let me know if you need anything, and feel free to explore the town a little. It's quite charming out here away from the city. If you ask about Vena's lighthouse, go to 214. If you ask about the Hierophant, go to 215. If you want to explore the town, go to 216. Let's ask about Vena's lighthouse. Oh, and then we return. Okay, so we get more options. Why is Vena constructing a lighthouse all of a sudden? Dara sits quietly, worrying at one of her tusks before answering. The lighthouse for Dinlux. It no longer reaches us. I don't want to spread panic, but it's as if the Kinfire is diminishing. The farm here are vital to the city, so I sent a letter asking for aid. Hierophant Celine herself agreed to come bless us with Kinfire as long as we built the lighthouse ourselves. Go back to 213. Let's ask about the Hierophant Celine. Why is the Hierophant Celine leaving the safety of Dinlux to come to Vena herself? I was surprised by that as well, Dara says. I appealed to the temple for aid and heard back that the Hierophant Celine herself was coming to bless a lighthouse with Kinfire first. She hesitates before continuing. The temple guards the secrets of Kinfire closely. Maybe only one as knowledgeable as the Hierophant can help. Regardless, I'm grateful she's coming. Go to 213, and then we're going to explore the town. Ba-bam. Enjoy our little town. When you're tired and hungry, come back here to the inn. Once you've rested, I've got something I could use your help with. And don't forget to meet with Hoyt if you have the chance. Open the Atlas map. We actually lived. Open the Atlas map to 3. And open the Vena pack in the loot box. You have 3 city actions to explore the town with before you need to get on with your next mission. So we're going to stop there. And we have prompt 3. So it says take... You have 3 city actions to explore. However, your 3rd city action must be to go to location 1 and sleep at the inn. Take prompt Q3. This quest is over. From now on, when it's time for you to go on a quest, choose one of the available prompts. Keep in mind that you will never be offered a quest that is too difficult for you to complete. And that, as they say in the world of stuff, is that. So we made it through 2, and this is 3, which is the town, right? Yeah, this is the town. So we have actions, and then we start this quest. Cool! And that's it. We're going to stop there. This thing would have been eradicated on its turn. Yeah, you take out the archer first. That's the rules. But we got 12 gold to play with. So we might be able to buy some cool things. But we got 3 actions. Lots to see. Lighthouse. Burnt Alchemist Lab. I need to find where they're selling stuff. Like armors and whatnot. There's a tavern. A tea wagon. A shrine. And we'll find out what all that stuff is when we do this. Well, I stop now. We have all day. Well, Cassie, the reason why I'm stopping now is because I am preparing for some guests to come over to play board games with that we will stream. Who those guests are? You'll have to wait and see. So I need to prepare for some more streaming today with some guests that are coming over. And so I need to create the assets and set up the table for when they get here and the game that we're going to play. Hey, Cynthia, how's it going? So that's the reason why we're stopping now, because I gotta prepare for what's coming. Oh yes, some guests are coming to play some more board games today. This is gonna be a fun board game day. So don't forget your flight to the UK to play with Paul tomorrow. and it sounds like au revoir. Only for now, Cynthia. We actually are, as I was telling them, I have to clear this up to prepare for some guests that are coming to play board games to stream. They're coming to stream with me, so you'll see who those guests are in short order. So, yep, that is going to be all. We're going to keep this going, so I'll pick this up next Saturday, and we'll play some more of this. The Vena pack is different. I just pulled that out. The Vena pack is in this box, and it says Vena on it. I probably misspoke and said something silly. That's the Vena pack. So we're going to look in the Vena pack and see what's there to see. So this is the town pack, and then this is the quest that is this that we're going to have to go on. Yeah, so more streaming coming today. So just stay tuned. I will schedule it in time that if you are subscribed or hit the bell, one or the other or both, you will get the notification on what's coming. But I like this game. It's a lot of fun. 2 players, definitely manageable, and I'm definitely liking these 2 as a combo. Because one of his cards would decimate with it. So this is 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 damage just straight out from Roland. Roland's awesome. Roland is awesome. Anyway, that's going to be all. Let's go back up to the top. Scene intro. So that's going to be all for Kinfire for today. But stay tuned. There is more streams coming later on today. I hope you hang around and come hang out with us as we play some games today. Until then, I love you. There's absolutely nothing you can do about it. Bye, everybody.